For over a century, a colossal green lady has stood guard over New York Harbor, a torch held high, a tablet clutched to her side. We know her as the Statue of Liberty, the ultimate symbol of freedom and the American dream. Millions have looked up at her, their hearts bursting with hope and dreams, believing she represents a new beginning, a refuge for the tired, the poor, the huddled masses yearning to breathe free. But what if I told you that everything you think you know about her is a carefully constructed myth? What if the whole idea of freedom was just a story we tell ourselves, and the statue's original purpose was something far more specific, something that has been deliberately forgotten over time? Get ready, because something exciting is about to happen, and you won't want to miss it, because we're about to pull back the curtain on one of history's greatest marketing campaigns. Today, we're uncovering the secret history of the Statue of Liberty, a story that begins not with welcoming immigrants, but with the end of the American Civil War and the abolition of slavery. Our journey kicks off way back in 1865, a time full of change. Just after the end of the Civil War, at a dinner party near Versailles, France. The host was Edouard de Laboulaye, a prominent French political thinker, historian, and a passionate abolitionist. He was a huge admirer of America and a staunch supporter of the Union cause. For Laboulaye, the Union's victory wasn't just about preserving the United States. It was a triumph for the cause of liberty everywhere, specifically the liberty of enslaved people. At this dinner, he proposed the idea of a grand gift from France to the United States. Not just any gift, but a monumental one to commemorate the perseverance of American democracy and, crucially, the abolition of slavery. The guest who was most captivated by this idea was a young, ambitious sculptor named Frederick August Bartholdi. This idea totally took over his life and became his biggest obsession ever. So let's be clear. The initial concept, the very seed from which the Statue of Liberty grew, was a monument to the end of slavery. It was intended to be a gift from one republic, France, to another, the United States, celebrating the liberation of 4 million enslaved African Americans. Laboulaye hoped it would also inspire the French people, who were living under the oppressive regime of Napoleon III, standing up and fighting hard for their own democracy, you know? The statue was meant to be a symbol of liberty, but specifically the liberty won by former slaves. So how did we get from a monument celebrating abolition to a symbol for immigration? Well, the project faced huge delays. It took years to raise the money and even longer to build the massive statue. Bartholdi traveled to America to scout for a location and drum up support. He picked Bedloe's Island, which we now call Liberty Island, because every ship entering New York Harbor would have to pass it. He envisioned his creation as a powerful first impression. Over the years, the meaning of the statue has really started to change a lot. The original context of the Civil War and abolition started to fade from public memory. The statue was completed and dedicated in 1886, more than 20 years after Laboulaye's dinner party. By then, the era of Reconstruction in the American South had ended, and the oppressive Jim Crow laws were taking hold. Celebrating the end of slavery was becoming a politically uncomfortable topic for many Americans. The statue stood in the harbor for years, respected but not yet beloved. It lacked a clear, unifying identity. Then, in 1903, something happened that would change everything. A bronze plaque was mounted inside the pedestal. On it were the words of a sonnet called "The New Colossus," written by a poet named Emma Lazarus. You know the words. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Lazarus had written the poem years earlier for a fundraiser to build the pedestal. But it was only when the plaque was installed that her powerful words became inextricably linked with the statue. It was a marketing masterstroke. Suddenly, the lady with the torch had a new job description. She was no longer just a symbol of abolition for a specific historical moment. She earned the title Mother of Exiles, welcoming everyone with open arms and love. A universal beacon of hope for immigrants arriving from all over the world. This new identity was much more palatable, much more inclusive, and conveniently, it erased the original, more challenging message about racial justice. It allowed America to embrace a narrative of welcoming newcomers, while simultaneously ignoring the ongoing struggles of its own African American citizens. The broken shackle and chain at the statue's feet, a direct and powerful reference to the end of slavery, became one of its most overlooked features. Most visitors don't even know it's there. So the Statue of Liberty wasn't originally about freedom in the general, abstract sense we think of today. It was a very specific monument to a very specific kind of freedom from bondage. Its transformation into a symbol for immigration is a fascinating example of how the meaning of historical monuments can be reshaped over time to fit a new narrative. The story we tell ourselves about Lady Liberty is a beautiful one, but it's an incomplete one. The secret she holds is a powerful reminder of her true origins, a history hidden in plain sight. What do you think about all this? I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. Does knowing the original intent change how you see the Statue of Liberty? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for joining us on Tales of Secret Wisdom. If you loved diving into this hidden history, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support means a lot. Don't forget to smash that notification bell so you can join us on our next awesome adventure into the past.